Grace and peace, family. I'm Dr. Brandon McCrae, and welcome to another edition of Wisdom on Wednesday. Now, this is an interesting scenario and scene for Wisdom on Wednesday. This is much different than the norm, but I had to get the message out because I've been missing you all for quite a while. I just want to give a brief admonishment, just a brief encouragement to all of the mothers. I was reading in the book of 2 Timothy, the first chapter, the 5th through the 7th verse, and Paul tells Timothy that he was reminded of the faith that he received, from his grandmother Lois, and secondly from his mother Eunice. And what's interesting about the passage is that the faith and the intensity of the level of faith that they use in the Greek, that word there means without hypocrisy. The earnestness, the sincerity of the faith that those two women had, that they passed to Timothy, was without hypocrisy. And the Greek word there that says, or that means more rather, that he was reminded by an external source. He was not necessarily reminded as an internal thought or memory, but he was reminded by a situation. Some theologians write that he was reminded because of the actions of Demas. If you would read there in 1 Timothy, there was an individual that had scarred Paul rather significantly. But whatever the case may have been, he was reminded, whether it was internal or external, but he was reminded of the deposit of faith that was given by his grandmother Lois and by his mother Eunice. What's incredible about that is that it is an admonishment to every mother that you should leave a legacy of faith. That legacy of faith that you deposit into your child can be the building block and the stepping stone. It can be the grace to the gift that they receive. Because what we see in the picture is that there was a gift that was received by Timothy through ordination, through the laying on of hands. We know the verse very famously, stir up the gift. And we know the gift, and we understand that the gift came through ordination. And even inside of us, we in the Pentecostal African-American circles use that verse quite liberally. But what we have to realize and recognize is that that gift and deposit of faith, or that gift and deposit, or that charism specifically, or charisma in the Greek, coming from the word charis, which means a significant, a special gift, an extraordinary gift. That gift was secondary, and the precursor to that gift was the deposit of faith that was left by the mother and grandmother. So let me admonish and encourage you on Mother's Day, before Mother's Day, leading up to the festivities of Mother's Day. There is something that you can give your child that will be the grace that pushes them into the gift. I'll say that again. There is something that you can give to your child as a mother, as a grandmother, that is the grace that can push them into the destiny of their gifts. Dare I say, Timothy would not have been the man of God that he was in the church of Ephesus had he not received the deposit of faith. So my admonishment on Wisdom on Wednesday is that you instill in your children the level of faith and the level of grace that will push them into their gift. Listen, this has been your boy Brandon McCrae, aka Bmac Music. As I always say, do 3 things for me: like, share, and comment on this post. We want to make something God go viral. And until next time, I'll see you at the same time, same place for Wisdom on Wednesday. Listen, holla at your boy.